Welcome to another exciting episode of Podcast to You. This is a part of Southland TV's total portfolio of products and services for the Southland, telling the story of the Southland business community. So I'm delighted to be here today in beautiful downtown Orland Park with my good friend Lisa Halikias. Lisa, you're doing awesome stuff in our community. You've been doing it for a while now, but I don't think that everybody really knows to the extent of what goes on. So I'm going to preface this a little bit. Mm-hmm. I've done golf outings at the Odyssey Country Club. When I paid my bill, I paid with 2 checks.
Yes.
I never really understood why. So you're going to explain the why part today,
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
Because it is so cool. But the big picture, and Patty Ridings is with us today, but she chairs the Veterans Assistance
Action Committee.
Action
Yes.
Committee. I don't
Yes.
say assistance, but it's action.
It's
all about action.
It's all good
right?
stuff. Yeah.
Action Committee at the Tinley Park Chamber of Commerce. So to me, special place in my heart is so cool what you guys are doing, and you're putting it all together. We're having through our live podcast here, our video podcast, we have opportunity to interview other people that are participating.
Right.
Today is your day. We're going to talk about the Odyssey Foundation, Golf Foundation, and all the great things you do, but I'm going to let you bring it full circle. I'm going to take a break. I'll step outside and I'll be back in a little bit. So take it away, Lisa.
Thank you. First and foremost, you are crediting me for doing something wonderful for a long time. I am just privileged to be in this position. It is really a labor of love that my family has taken on, and like I said, I've had the privilege to get on board with that, and I'm honored to. It is you paid 2 checks for a reason. The Odyssey, normally or originally known as the Odyssey Country Club, 30 years ago, designed to bring wonderful, spectacular championship golf to the public golfer,
Right.
has altered its course or changed its sails to create a foundation. That was my husband's family, the Halikias family's effort to give back to the country that has given them so much. And what better way, and tugging at their hearts, was always our veterans. So the reason that you wrote 2 checks was the Odyssey Country Club has become the Odyssey venue, which takes care of all the banquet needs, and I'm sure took great care of your outing and provided amazing food. And they are our biggest sponsor, because the Odyssey Golf Foundation was donated by my husband's family about 5 years ago to create the only veteran charity for veterans owned golf course. I'm sure I said that wrong, but it is the only golf course in the nation that is owned by a veterans charity. And again, that is to give back to those who've given so much more and deserve so much more. And they've opened it up this year. That journey has taken us also to special needs individuals of all ages. And our goal is to give the therapeutic and recreational benefits of golf to those individuals, and that's why we are there. That's what we do every day. It is their course.
That is awesome. I didn't know golf was therapeutic, though, so I'm going to have to just question that part of it. For me, it's strenuous, tenuous, and challenging, but I am a good scorekeeper, so I always have a great round. So.
Wonderful. And I'm sure it depends on your experience, but I do know in the history of golf and in the history of some of our veterans coming back from war, golf was used as a therapy, as a form of therapy. We actually are sponsoring and we are co-chairing a benefit. It's our second one. Our first one was last year with the Chicago District Golf Association and their veterans programs. It's at the Odyssey Golf Course on September 14th, and the CDGA really got involved in veterans programs in the 1940s when veterans were coming back from war. I could be wrong on that exact date, but it was to provide those therapeutic benefits of golf. Have those veterans get out there where someone always had their back and enjoy the camaraderie of each other, and get out for some sunshine, some vitamin D, some vital recreation to boost all that they had been through and bring them together.
Yeah. I think that's such a great concept. And I think I shared with my personal story about Colonel Kassler, James
Yes.
Kassler, who was a Vietnam War prisoner of war in the Hanoi Hilton. And the only thing that kept him going was thinking about golf. So when he did get out of the Hanoi Hilton, he and John McCain, they were there together at the same time. He came back to Illinois and bought a golf course.
Wow.
And so, but that was his dream. He had this thing all figured out in his mind. That's what he did every day. He would just figure it out. That's the only thing that kept him alive.
Yeah.
So I think that your therapeutic part for what you're doing is just so right on target and so beautiful that you make that happen. So I don't know how your husband's family came up with this concept, but man, they hit a big one. They hit the light and drive on that.
They tried to take what they have and that they could give back, and that was the Odyssey became that vehicle.
Yeah. So I think in our previous conversations, as we have gotten to know each other, and we had the big grand reopening at the Odyssey Country Club earlier this year, which was so exciting and so beautiful. And so if you're getting married or you want to have a big event or you want to go play golf, all those things are available.
Please, yes.
If you have a golf outing, there's a double dip adventure because part of those proceeds are going to help the foundation, right?
Absolutely. All proceeds go right back into the everything goes right back into the foundation.
Right. So we need to make sure that people know about that when they're planning events and when they're thinking about ways that they can help community through the activities that they do.
Yes.
So how does one go about making those arrangements?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because we absolutely do need to let people know about it because the golf course, for all practical purposes, looks the same. It's still this beautiful green golf course. People don't know that it has a new heart. You can get involved in a lot of ways. You can get involved in sponsoring. We call our course Golf for the Greater Good because everything does go back into the foundation. But you can get involved by something as simple as scheduling a tee time. Anybody can play there, but everybody who plays there is donating to the foundation. Wow. Golf for the greater good. So we say, play it forward. You can book your outing there. You can bring your events there. We also benefit other 501c3s, helping them raise money for their good causes by offering them special rates to bring their events to us. We know how hard it is to keep a foundation going, and so we want to help other wonderful foundations in the area for their good causes. So you can book your event there. Other 501c3s can come there. You can sponsor one of our events. You can sponsor our veterans programs. We have close to 1,000 veteran members. We put on golf outings for them almost every week. Breakfast, 18 holes, cart, lunch at the turn, 1 in 10 chance at a prize. We have breakfast sponsors where we look to the community for lunch sponsors, for tea sponsors. We have one fundraiser a year, the one I talked about with the CDGA on the 14th. Get involved. You can sponsor, get your name out there, but know that you're playing it forward. And I salute Patty Ridings and everybody from the Tinley Park Chamber and this Veterans Action Committee for shining a spotlight. We all know there are so many needs out there, and she's helping bring that full circle right back into the community to say, we're all here to help each other. There's so many things, right in our own backyard that can benefit our wonderful veterans. So you can tell a veteran family member or friend to come and join, and they can take advantage of the discounted golf, the free clinics, the $1 bucket of balls, the veterans outings, a whole host of things. We're there to serve them.
Well, that's just awesome. And so 2017 looks pretty promising. I mean, with the redesign and rebuild of the facility.
Yes.
Golf season's in full swing.
Literally, no pun intended.
The hotline's going. Is there a tea time available for 2:30? Please, we'd like to get in and we'd like to help out. So that's all it takes, right? Just call?
You can go to our website, odysseygolffoundation.org. You can book tea times right online. You can sponsor the Veterans Breakfasts right online. You can download the forms to sign up a veteran member right online. You can do all that. You can call the phone. I love the old-fashioned way.
Well,
call on the phone. The Pro Shop is there to help you. But you can get involved in any way. We're there 7 days a week, and we are there to to bring this wonderful facility to the whole community and highlight and shine a light on our veterans and special needs individuals.
Well, God bless you guys for what you do and bringing all that enthusiasm, help, and the resources to the community. What do you see for the future? What do you think as this continues to evolve and just grow? What are some of the goals of the foundation?
We have a lot of goals, so thank you for asking that too. So each year as we've grown, we've signed up more veteran members. We're increasing the number of events, the quality of the events, the prizes for the veterans, all of those things.
Now wait, where do prizes come from?
A lot of those are donated. A lot of them are donated by the Odyssey venue. Some are donated by our pro shop suppliers. Golf bags with the different branches of the military, different things
So
like
other
that.
people can get involved in just
Yes,
providing prizes, whether they can be there or not.
Denny
and
Guest and Southland, South Oak Dodge is one of our big sponsors. He donates.
Say that again?
Denny
Denny?
Guest from South Oak Dodge.
Ding, 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 ding,
Yes,
ding.
donates
Yes.
gift cards for veteran prizes.
Awesome.
Nick from the Odyssey venue donates brunches. So we want to bring their families into it too. But where do I see us going in the future? As we grow the number of events, the quality of events, like I said, the prizes, but we're also trying to do things to create. We had a POW MIA chair, which touches me with your story, that was donated, and we want to create a large sanctuary area, fly flags for the different branches of the military. We're looking for sponsorship for that, and do bricks for those that weren't as lucky to come back,
Sure.
for those that should never be forgotten as well. So we're trying to create monuments, sanctuary areas, and like I said, increase the events and increase what we can give back. Everything goes back into the foundation, so everything that we do, and the more that we do, translates into more that we can give back.
Well, you know that by being a part of Podcast to You and part of the Southland TV family, we're going to continue to help tell that story in all the different ways that we can. We're actually going to be producing a video magazine of the community, and you guys are going to be right in the center of that for sure.
Thank you.
So we need to make sure that we continue to tell that story because we need to have more people take advantage
Absolutely.
of the beautiful facility, number
Yes.
one, and,
Yes.
and all the things that go with that, but then helping others that sometimes get a little bit forgotten. So it's
Absolutely.
awesome what you're doing. As we wrap up today's episode, what should we leave the audience with? We know that they can contact the Odyssey Golf Foundation and tell us again how they can get involved.
So they can
please.
get involved. They can go online, odysseygolffoundation.org.
Okay.
They can go to our pro shop where there's 7 days a week to sign up. Some people like the old-fashioned way of just writing down on a piece of paper and booking your tea time in person. You can do that. We're there every day to serve those who have served. So you can call us on the phone, 708-429-7400, option 1. But you can get involved by sponsor. You can get involved by bringing a veteran. You can get involved by bringing a special needs individual.
I wanted to touch on this again
we have
too.
the clinics at the
Yes.
Golf Academy and at the driving range, because some people can't necessarily get out for a round of golf, but you know what? They can get out for 3 holes, or they can get out for practicing some shots and learning and just spending time with their family in a place where they might not otherwise normally be able to. It's a new experience for them, and they deserve that too. And we've had an amazing thing. We've had a blind veteran group come out from the VA that we're so honored to have, a blind rehabilitation group, and we've had our veterans that we try to do so much for volunteer to help those veterans, brothers helping brothers. It was an emotional
amazing.
experience.
Yes.
So you can do anything. You can, just be there, but know that everything that you're doing, and anytime you play golf there, book an event, get involved, you are paying it forward to those who've already given so much. So again, golf for the greater good. That's what we're all about.
That is so cool. So let's high five on that, my friend. Thank you, guys.
And I thank you guys for giving us this opportunity.
No, you're a part of the Southland family that we so much appreciate. This is what makes the Southland cool and different than any other place in the world. It's happening right here, and nobody does this. Nobody. So let's hope it starts a trend across America. That would be awesome. But this started right here in the Southland. So, all right. Well, make sure that you take advantage, everybody. Southland TV is where it starts. podcasttoyou.org.com, excuse me. I was going to say org, but I changed my mind.
I said org.
Wait, I just
so
got the
many
hotline. Marcel, is it org or com? It's com, yes. Got it. Podcast.
Technology gets
well, when the hotline goes off, you know it's either the president or the producer of the show, and that was the producer.
Or you told a good joke. Exactly.
All right.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, my
Thank
dear.
you.
You take care.
You too.